Hi everyone, my name's Cody, I'm from Manchester, I'm a former gang member, been involved with gangsters, gangs, um, been a criminal myself, been in prison, all the usual stuff, been arrested for firearms, weapons, offensive weapons, knives, GBH, all the rest of it. Um, and I want to speak today about Bailey Gwynne, God bless him, may he rest in peace. My thoughts, Bailey, are with your friends, your family at this sad time. Um, I'm still shocked to hear of your death and stuff. God bless you again. May you rest in peace. But I mean, how many more school children have got to die on the streets of Scotland, England, the UK in general, for there to be a step up with the government to put metal detectors, security guards in schools? Because the simple fact is, as someone that's been involved in crime and been involved with weapons and stuff like that, it really does scare me. I mean, where America's got, you have all these shootings and stuff in schools and like campuses and stuff in the States and everything. These incidents with knives and stuff in the UK are on the increase, and the reason they're on the increase are for many reasons. One, because knives are readily available. Two, there's not the numbers of police on the street, so that people carry knives because it makes them feel safe. And three, there's just a culture of gangs and stuff within schools and everything where they're getting younger and younger, these gang members. I'm saying this as a former gang member myself. Um, and I just think that government needs to actually make an effort to secure these kids in school and stuff are the next lot of doctors, lawyers, nurses, health professionals, and everything else in between. They're the future. These kids in school, they're the future. Do you know what I mean? And for another kid to be stabbed to death in school, in lessons, in between lessons or whatever on his dinner, um, is shocking. I mean, knives are readily available, obviously, and I just despair. I really do despair. I'd like to see something done about it. I've been doing interviews on knife crime, gun crime, prisons conditions, etc., etc. And this Bailey Gwynne thing, God bless Bailey again, may he rest in peace, feels very, 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 very raw and very close to my heart. Um, I've, I've been stabbed myself, just like in my hand and stuff, nothing major, just doing the doors and stuff, but like, just a penknife, do you know what I mean? Like a penknife, and he's dead. And do you know what I mean? Like, when I was Bailey's age, God bless him, may he rest in peace, yeah, I used to be involved with the Army Cadets and all that sort of stuff. And I had access to like pen knives and stuff like that. But at that age, I was an angry kid growing up, but never, 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 doesn't matter how bad a problem got within a school, bullying and stuff like that, would I feel the need to pull a knife and stab a fellow pupil. Um, they should be playing football, they should be like listening to music and just interacting and social media and just being kids, man. They shouldn't be pulling knives on each other and stabbing each other. It's next level. And I just fear that people look and think, right, well, this is a good equaliser, and it is, because people can just pull a knife, and then it doesn't matter how big you are or how hard you are or anything, a knife's a knife, and a knife can kill you and stuff. And people that carry knives are also at risk of getting overpowered, having the knife taken off them and used against them to kill them, which would be a massive, like, obviously disgusting and sad and everything else in between. But where's it going to end? I mean, honestly, like, this kid's died and stuff, and where America is like the capital of the world for campus shootings, for school shootings, for, like, you had Columbine and all them, the Columbine massacre and all these other massacres and stuff that are happening in the States and stuff. The UK is the alternative with knives. Because just because this Bailey Gwynne, God bless him, may rest in peace, has died, it's not the first time that knives have been used within schools and stuff. And how many of these kids in these schools throughout the UK are carrying knives in school? We don't know the answer, and the reason we don't know the answer is because there's no deterrent. There's no visual deterrent. There's no metal detectors. There's no safety barriers. There's nothing. There's nothing in place to protect these kids. And sadly, as a result of that, we've seen a young lad have the rest of his life taken away from him. And right, he's dead and the news will move on and stuff, but his family Bailey's family, God bless them, may the rest in, like, God bless them, my thoughts are with them and stuff. Bailey's family are going to have to live with the consequences of this crime for the rest of their lives and stuff. They've lost a son, a mother's lost a son, do you know what I mean? People have lost their brothers and stuff like that. It's a sad state of affairs, and it's just the way the country's going. I mean, the police have lost control of the streets and stuff. My personal opinion. Doesn't mean I'm right, doesn't mean I'm wrong, it's just my opinion. But the headlines do not lie. The simple fact is, we should be doing things to stop these sorts of crimes happening. And we should be proactive in doing so. No one wants to see somebody carried out in a coffin. It shouldn't be the way. You shouldn't go to school one day, right? You shouldn't leave your house one morning after you've had your breakfast and that, put your school uniform on, gone to school. You should never not come home from school, ever. It shouldn't be happening, and it really angers me, man. And the government are to blame. The government and the police and everything else are to blame, because if it was up to me personally, I would put security measures in place in every school. I've got no kids, but again, I would do it because it needs to be done. The best way to counter these things are to put things in place. Now, how many people are going to die after Bailey, right, for there to be a change? Because let me tell you now, the government will not change it. They're not going to invest in it, because the government are penny pinching and stuff. There's less police officers than there's ever been, higher crime rates, more violent, volatile criminals and stuff, more readily available access to firearms, illegal weapons, knives. You can go in the drawer now and pull out 10 knives, you know what I mean? And it's only going to get worse, and it's just a sad state of affairs. And sadly, will there be a change? If Bailey's parents and Bailey's friends set up a petition, like an e-petition, is it going to be listened to? No. If their local constituent MP gets involved, is it going to change anything? No. They can call for change and stuff like that, but these people, they don't care about you and I. All they want to do, the government, they want to save money. And in doing so, they're cutting numbers of the police, which then is putting your risk, my risk, and everybody else's risk, putting everyone else at risk. And do they care? No. Because while they're all sat there in the big mansions, in the big gated mansions with all the security cameras and guard dogs and roving patrols and night vision cameras and stuff like that, they don't live in the real world like you and I. And sadly for Bailey's parents, like in the coming week, maybe the week after, they're going to be burying the son. And I'm just crying out for something to be done. Because if it doesn't, then the country has gone to the dogs anyway, to be honest, but it's only going to get worse and stuff. And I don't want to see, there needs to be lessons learned from Bailey's death. The riots in 2011, nothing changed, nothing happened, nothing changed. And then Bailey's obviously been killed in school and everything, God bless him, may rest in peace, but it's happened. We can't change that, and then all we can try and do is make sure that in the future that these sorts of things don't happen. So yeah, if you're interested in leaving a comment or a like on this video, please do. I don't normally do these sorts of things, but I felt the need to speak out. Like I say, I've been involved in this world. It's a very dangerous world and stuff. I've been arrested with firearms, guns, knives and everything else. So I feel, I know how dangerous the world is, and if I can help somebody and try and stop these sorts of things happening, then it's something that I want to do. But anyway, I'm going to shoot off. So pleasure to speak to everyone. Bailey, I'm sorry to hear of your loss. My thoughts and prayers are with your family and your friends at this sad time. And hopefully we can campaign to get knives off our streets and stuff, or at least get a deterrence in school to stop these sorts of things happening. But stay safe, everyone. God bless, and speak to you soon. Bye.